Please, for the love of fucking God, don't call this Halloween 2. Fuck.
Oh, what's up, everybody? And Sabine Jason, and I just want to get on here and take a few moments to talk about the five things that I want to see in the new Halloween film that is set to come out fall 2020, next October. Actually, the release date that I read on one of these sites earlier was either Collider.com or Arrowhead. I believe it's Arrowhead.com. Arrowhead News, I think is the name of it. Correct me if I'm wrong down below in the comments because I'm not fucking sure. But they said they're aiming for an October 16th release date of 2020 next year for the Halloween sequel, the long-awaited sequel to Halloween 2018 of last year. And these are five things that I want to see take place or that I would love to see happen in a new film. And if you haven't noticed, I refuse to call it Halloween 2 because technically it's Halloween 3. We already have three Halloween 2s. You got the original 81, you got the Rob Zombie H2, you have Halloween 2018, which is technically Halloween 2 because it's the sequel, the direct sequel follow-up to the 1978 film. So for them to actually call this movie Halloween 2, and if they do that, it's going to be really fucking stupid, and I hope they don't do it. That would be a dumbass fucking marketing, in my opinion. But anyways, I digress. The number one thing that I want to see in the next Halloween movie when it comes out, and there's a few things that have got me excited about it, is the fact that David Gordon Green is set to come back to direct this sequel. And that's something I'm really excited about because I didn't think he would come back for another one. You know, I knew he did his best shot on the last movie and he, I guess, enjoyed the hell out of it. So he is eager to come back and direct this one. And I guess he's set to come back to direct it. So if he does indeed, it's set in stone that he's coming back, then that is great news. Danny McBride's supposed to be attached or supposed to be possibly coming back to the project, and that'd be cool, you know, to see what he brings to this new movie because the comedy and levity he put in the last one, I wasn't a big fan of. I wasn't crazy on the shit at all. All the comedy failed miserably besides the little kid Julian in the last movie. Everything else that was supposed to be funny was not. It was terrible. It was horse shit to me. So I would like to see what he brings to the new sequel if he does indeed come back for this. Oh, it's no surprise, surprise, surprise. Jamie Lee Curtis is set to come back and reprise her role of Laurie fucking Strode once again for the ninth millionth goddamn time, as if we haven't seen that kind. And John Carpenter is supposed to come back and be a consultant on this one, like he was on the last movie. It's rumored Nick Castle may come back. And that'd be cool if he does. See him do a few stand-up shots like he did last year. But I'll get into that later on when I talk about Myers. But these are more or less five things that I do think need to happen in the next movie if it goes down the way I want it to anyways. And starting with number one is Laurie Strode. She has to die. I'm sorry, but she has to fucking die, dude. Either kill her off in the first act, or if you do make it go all the way to the third act of this movie, at least have her die in a dignified way. Don't kill her off 15 minutes into the movie, like Resurrection, because that would be shitty. But she has to die in this fucking movie. Like, please let the Myers and Laurie Strode saga fucking end. I'm sick of that. I really want something new, and that's the only way you're gonna breathe new life in the Myers and his world is to get rid of that fucking tired ass storyline of Laurie Strode and Michael fucking Myers. Let Michael butcher the bitch, kill her, and give her her dignified death that she should have had in Halloween Resurrection. That's the first thing I want to see happen, and I hope it does. Because either she can die from injuries she sustained from the last battle they had in last year's movie, or she could die of a fucking cardiac arrest on the way to the damn hospital in the back of that pickup truck. Either way will be fine with me. It really will. Um, Moving on to number two is characters that deserved to die in the new film that really for me served no purpose at all and sucked quite frankly to me in the last year's movie. Number one on the chopping block is Cameron, uh, Allison's boyfriend. He he pissed me off last year because he was a dipshit, ignorant, dickhead boyfriend for Allison. And me personally, I always thought that Oscar should have lived and Cameron should have died. Because, yeah, Oscar did some shady shit. Like, he did pop a kiss on Allison at the wrong moment, at the awkward moment. But you got to remember, okay, these are fucking teenagers we're talking about here. He was at the party. They were feeding him guacamole in all kind of fucking sexy ways. Goddamn, dude, his fucking hormones were growing ape shit. All right, the boy made a mistake. Did he have to die for that? No, he didn't. He's not a goddamn sexual predator, so everybody that thinks that can go fuck themselves. Oscar's not that bad of a guy. And he did have a cool death, but I do wish that death would have been reserved for Cameron, because Cameron, he's the worst. He was an absolute asshole to Allison at the party. He's two-timing her with another fucking girl while this dipshit's dressed up like in a fucking skirt, and a goddamn grandma skirt, and he's making out with other girls at the party, and throws her phone in fucking pudding. But yet that little bastard gets to live, and Oscar dies. So Cameron needs to die. The goddamn sheriff from last year's movie, the black guy that's dressed up like Creighton Duke from Jason Goes to Hell, he needs to die. Because hasn't every other sheriff and every other officer in Haddonfield PD from the later sequels in the original franchise, didn't they all suffer a brutal death at some point or another? This motherfucker ain't safe. Let him fucking die. Because he serves no purpose to the story. In last year's movie, he didn't serve shit. When Hawkins told him about Myers and everybody from the Smith Groves Institute being loose on Halloween night, he just took it as a fucking joke. He was like, oh my God, you're telling me that every damn nutcase in Smith Grove is going to be loose on Halloween night, including Michael Myers? There's going to be a goddamn circus on our hands. Good luck with that. I mean, are you fucking serious, dude? Really? That's your attitude when a cop tells you Michael Audrey fucking Myers, and every goddamn lunatic from Smith Grove is loose in your town on Halloween night. Hey, I'll just wish you the best of luck. Well, I wish you the best of luck to fucking die in the new movie, because you suck ass. So, moving on to number 3. The one key component of last year's movie that I fucking absolutely love the shit out of. That really, has me really excited for the new movie is that I hope and pray to fucking God they bring back James Hugh Courtney as Michael fucking Myers. I hope to God he comes back to play Myers, because he was a breath of fresh life into Myers in last year's movie. You know, fuck the guys of yesteryear. Fuck Chris, whatever the fuck his name was from H2O. He fucking sucked ass. I mean, no offense to the guy as a person, but his take on the shape in H2O, fucking pathetic. It was horrible. James Hugh Courtney was the best Myers we had since Nick Castle himself, or since George P. Wilbur from Halloween 4 and 6. I would even put him up there with the ranks of Tyler Mane from the Rob Zombie Halloweens. James Hugh Courtney had the fucking ferocity and the brutality of Tyler Mane, and the gracefulness and eerie creepiness of Nick Castle, the class of Nick Castle, and graceful way that he moved about in the space, just like Nick. He replicated that dude. He duplicated his movements perfectly. So they had to have James Hugh Courtney come back to play Myers one more time. I mean, if nothing else, please let him come back. And then if he wants this to be his last time as Myers, I understand. Because maybe this dude don't want to spend the next 5, 10 fucking years in shitty-ass sequels that pass this one, that are going to eventually come after this movie. I would understand that. But please let him come back and do Myers one more time and play that part. That didn't sound right, do Myers. But you get what the fuck I'm saying. Okay, so yeah, James Hugh Courtney, a must fucking have. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you fans will agree with me. Moving on to point number 4, where I want to see the story go from here. So, at the end of last year's movie, Karen Strode, Allison, and Laurie survives. Myers presumably burns to death in the Strode house, Laurie Strode's house. But we all know he did. We all know that's bullshit. We heard him breathing after the goddamn credits rolled. So what I want to see is, like I said, back to point 1, I want to see Laurie die either by the hands of Myers. Either he brutally, savagely kills her and puts her to rest for once and for all, and gives her the dignified death that she deserves, that her character deserves. Or she dies from injuries that she sustained, or cardiac arrest, something like that, something that makes sense. Let her die in a dignified way, and let the story continue with Allison and Karen Strode, and have it where Karen pretty much prepares Allison for the inevitable confrontation once again with Michael Myers. and she knows everything from, hand-to-hand combat, fucking survival skills, all that shit that Lori drilled in her fucking head all them years as a child. She needs to pass that on to Allison, so she will be prepared for the inevitable fight and final battle with Michael Myers. And have her train alongside her and teach her everything she fucking knows, man, because this kid needs to know everything she needs to survive in a one-on-one situation with Michael Myers. And I hate to say it, but, if it comes down to it, and Myers kills Karen, which may happen. I don't know. I mean, if it does happen, I'd be cool with that. It would be sad to see, but it would also give Allison more motivation to keep fighting and shit and take on her grandmother's legacy and her mother's legacy and take on the Strode curse, if you will, and take Myers out once and for all. Go on with that initiative that you can't let your mother down, you can't let your grandmother down. You got to live on through them. They will live on through you, and have her be trained the best she can by Karen. And if them two do survive in the next film and they end up taking Myers out, both of them, then hey, that's cool. But me personally, I would rather see Lori die, Karen dies in battle fighting Michael, and then Allison will avenge her death and avenge Lori's death. And that's more or less where it would end for me. That's where I would like it to start out and end in the next movie. And I'm sure there will be a whole new cast of characters and a whole new group of high school friends for Allison, but who knows? Maybe she'll be suffering from some PTSD like Lori has. So maybe she's more distraught and not so outgoing and shit. And she's more introverted and more, I guess you could say, more like Lori in a way. They don't take the PTSD to extremes like they did in the last movie with Allison, but she's more recluse, kind of become a recluse since the events of the last movie. Given the fact if they take this off the night after, or the very next day, or 5 years removed from that one in 2018, 10 years removed from that. Who knows where this movie's going to start out. But either way, I do want it to end with either Karen and Allison or Allison versus Michael. And let me know what y'all think down below. Do you want to see Karen and Allison team up to take Michael out once and for all? Or do you want to see Michael kill Karen and Lori and leave it down to Allison versus Michael in a bloody fucking fight to the goddamn finish? So people, let me know down below what y'all think about this. And do you agree with me on certain things? And what do you want to see happen? What do you want to see go down? I hope to God we don't get another fucking character like Dr. Sartain. Fuck that guy. He sucks ass. I hated him. I hope we don't get another goddamn Ray. Some jackass trying to be funny that's really not. Because he sucked and nobody gave a shit when he died. And I hope the sheriff of the town, the urban cowboy, I hope he dies because he sucks ass. He didn't serve nothing to it. And I hope we get another good cop lead like Hawkins. Like I wish Hawkins would have lived so he could have been in this new movie. That would have been awesome to see him carry on and protect Allison and Karen and Lori. Maybe all of them fortified together would have took on Myers all at once. That would have been cool as shit. But basically, this is my hopes for the Halloween sequel, and I'm still not keen on what I would like the title to be, but something besides Halloween 2, God forbid. Let me know down below what y'all think the title should be. Should it be Halloween Returns, like maybe they take the title of the movie that was scrapped years ago and use that, or Halloween Homecoming, that was supposed to be the original title for Resurrection, just anything but Halloween 2. And just let me know what y'all think down below. Maybe I'll come up with something. I'll make another video about it. But until next time, it's been me, Savini Jason, and this is what I want to see in the next Halloween sequel, Fall 2020. So until next time, like, share, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think down below. And I will see y'all later.